Hi everyone, I'm Astro Coach Amy. Welcome to my show, The Divine GPS Navigator. Today I'll be talking about the new moon, which occurs tomorrow on November 18th at 5:42 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The sun and the moon will conjoin one another in Scorpio, and Mercury will be there as well. And of course, Scorpio is a water sign, and you may feel this strong energy for a couple of days before and after the new moon. In addition, Uranus, which is the planet of global consciousness and sudden awakening, is making a challenge aspect to both the sun and moon. It's in the fire sign of Aries, and it's creating a sense of urgency, and it's asking you to adjust your thinking and that tendency you might have to want to withdraw emotionally during this Scorpio new moon. So the question is, are you willing to do things a little differently and take a risk mentally and emotionally to shift your consciousness? Uranus is going to spend another month in the fire sign of Aries, and then it will do its final retrograde or movement back into the water sign of Pisces for a couple of months. So it'll be in that position between December and February. And it will begin its new 7-year cycle in Aries later in February. I will be doing a YouTube show early in December about this important 8-week cycle so you can use that energy to your best advantage. The new moon is quiet. It's a more subtle time. And because there are those 3 planets in Scorpio, you may have some deep emotions that start to surface that you just don't expect. And the new moon begins that new 30-day cycle. And with Mercury there as well, there may be more emphasis on communication in both your finances as well as emotional and sexual intimacy. Even though you don't initiate it, it may be done by your partner, or even at a time you might not expect it. Now, that Scorpio energy can be intense and passionate, and you may feel that urge to want to protect yourself. Perhaps you've been rejected or there's been a sense of abandonment in one of your financial relationships or emotional relationships. The good news is when that Scorpio, when those old wounds are healed and you can release the past, that Phoenix energy can rise up. I've seen some amazing new opportunities open up and manifest for people. So take the risk to be emotionally vulnerable right now. Trust in the process as it unfolds for you. Saturn is continuing through the fire sign of Sagittarius, and it's really a time to be practical and reevaluate your belief systems. Is everything working for you? Saturn and Sag will also test your sense of morality. And if you find yourself becoming a bit too rigid, this might be an important time to look at that and see how you can be more balanced in this way. Now, I will also be doing a show about Saturn and Sagittarius later in December, again, because I do want you to use this very important 2.5-year cycle wisely. Right now, we have 3 planets in the fire signs, 3 planets in the air signs, and 3 in the water signs. However, there's only 1 earth sign that's on the planet right now. So what's happening is things are beginning to open up spiritually and mentally. They just haven't quite materialized yet. So if you feel a bit restless, you're probably in sync at this moment. Now, in our planet's operating system, I like to call it, there are already 4 fixed planets. And what's so important right now is that we create a more flexible structure and resist, that intense desire to want to fight off change. Fortunately, we have 3 cardinal planets that are really about creating balance in your relations with others. Rather than do solo and rush ahead, it is time to check back with others before you take those actions. And we also have those 3 mutable planets. So we have that additional message to be flexible, be creative, and really be willing to look for a solution that will work for everyone. Right now, we have more tumultuous events than ever, unfortunately, in our global world. It's more important that you stay connected to your divine source, to remain calm and positive. especially with all that's going on in the media. I know with myself, it has really helped me to continue gratitude and celebrating my progress. I like to dance and also maintain my spiritual practice. And those things have helped me personally to just stay positive and calm. So I do hope you have some things that will help you as well. Let's remember this is the time of the month to plant those new seeds of intention. So any way that you can find quiet time, whether it's meditation, Tai Chi, yoga, just a few minutes to relax, you may have some tremendous insights and just great aha moments that will come that can really help guide you for the month ahead. With this very strong Scorpio energy, it is also important to express that passion and release some of the tension that may have built up as well. So it's a good time to exercise, get out in nature, or have a beautiful quiet evening, romantic evening, in fact, with your partner. Now, what's really most important to you in these different relationships, and how can you best express your needs? During, again, the Scorpio new moon, since it is so much about emotional intimacy, trust, and communication, this is such an important time to release those old resentments that may have built up around money or any kind of intimate relationships. And then you can truly enjoy this cycle and have a more loving and heartfelt connection with those people you care about. I want to wish you all a joyful and relaxing Thanksgiving holiday. I'm Astro Coach Amy. Thanks for joining me on the Divine GPS Navigator.